Hi friends, I'm Natalie Carey, a certified personal trainer. I want fitness to be accessible to everyone, especially those who are going through menopause. So today's workout is focused on keeping all of our joints moving, especially our hips, spine, and shoulders, which often lose mobility as we age. You shouldn't get too warm today during this workout, so that's great for people who are having hot flashes. And if you're into this type of workout, go ahead and give this video a like. Let's start with wrist rolls. You can hold your arms out in front of you and start to roll your hands around. You can make fists, you can keep your hands open, whatever feels good for you. And now let's start to go in the other direction. You don't need to super flex your fingers back towards your body, just something that's pain-free here. And then let's bring our hands together in a prayer pose with elbows up. Now, if this causes any discomfort from your neck down through your hands, try to loosen up that prayer pose a little bit. But if you can, let's put the palms of the hands together. We'll shift our elbows over to one direction and then bring our ear over towards that same shoulder, bring it back towards the middle, and repeat all on the same side. This is a nerve glide. So we are gliding your nerve back and forth. And often I find that people who are having like elbow, wrist, or neck pain, this motion, whether it's caused by a nerve or not, can often like help that discomfort. Also keeps your spine moving in your neck. Let's go to the other direction. Push everything over towards the opposite side. If you get a couple of little neck pops, that's okay. It's just a free bonus that's included in this video. Imagine that you are pushing that elbow as far as you can over to the side. One more. And release. If you need to hold on to something for balance here, that's fine. Or you can just get your balance on one leg, whatever feels doable for you today. And then we're gonna bend our knee, bring the leg up and over in a circle. Making these hip circles is great for our hip joint. Hip mobility is linked to longevity, so really important to keep these hips moving. Also important to keep balance in our standing leg. Let's go to the other side. Get your balance on one leg. Use something for assistance if you need to, and then start to make those circles. Falls and hip breaks increase as we age. This is one really simple move that can help you prevent that. Totally prevent it? No. But help prevent, yes. Let's do one more on this leg and then set that foot down. Next movement, I'm going to roll one shoulder forward and one shoulder back, and I'm going to face my front arm. Then I'm going to switch, face the other arm with the palm facing up towards the ceiling, and then alternate these back and forth. This is really nice for getting your shoulders moving. Again, make sure you're only working in a pain-free range of motion. I don't want any of this to feel like uncomfortable is okay, painful is not okay. As the shoulders warm up, see if you can rotate them a little bit more. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. I'll stand sideways. You don't have to. You can stand right where you are. Hands on your hips. I put a soft bend in my knee and I reach my hips back behind me, trying to keep my back flat. Then I'm going to give my butt and my hamstrings a squeeze and stand back up straight. Let's do that again. Reaching the hips back. Knees are soft, squeezing the tush on the way up. I love this hip hinge or this good morning because, again, we are creating movement in those hip joints and we're creating strength along the back of the body. If you want to add in your breathing, try exhaling as you're standing up. Let's do one more. We're gonna get our balance again. Balancing on one leg, we're gonna bring one knee up and over an imaginary hurdle, plant it down. Other leg follows over the imaginary hurdle, and then we reverse that. You can do whatever you want with your hands here. We are practicing balance here. We are practicing mobility. We've got a little bit of core strength going on here. All of those things are great every day for everybody, but especially as we age. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. And then you can keep those feet planted in a wide stance. Reach one arm up and over into a side bend. I'm using the second hand to support my weight. And then I switch over to the other direction. I'm trying to get full extension in my elbow. You might find that your elbow does not extend all the way. That's okay, it's just something to notice. This side bend might be especially helpful for you if you are noticing that about yourself. And doing this motion is great for our spine. We're getting that lateral flexion. We're moving it in probably a direction that it doesn't usually move. So this might feel really good for you. Let's do one more. Great. All right, 2 options on this last move of the circuit, and then we're gonna repeat all of that. You can either do a calf raise, great for ankle strength and mobility. If this is good for you, stay here. If you wanna make this a little harder, let's add a small jump here. It doesn't have to be big. I want you to land softly so that this is a low impact jump. But impact is great for our bone density. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Lovely. If you're liking this workout, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel. Let's run this workout one more time. Have some water, towel off if you need to, and we'll start back with those wrist rolls. Bring the arms out in front of you. Again, you can make fists or open palms, whatever feels good for you. And let's switch directions. You might find on this second circuit that things are a little bit warmer, a little bit looser. Maybe you get a bigger range of motion in those joints than you had on the very first set. Bring those hands together in a prayer pose. We send our body over towards one direction, come back to the middle, everything going to the same side. I am menopause certified, which means a lot of my coaching practice focuses on working with people who are going through menopause. Let's switch over to the other direction. And you know, every person, every body is unique. It doesn't mean there's like one right way to do a menopause workout, but you are gonna see similarities in what people need during that phase of life. All right, get your balance on one leg. You can use a prop for balance if you don't wanna feel like you're gonna fall over. Be safe at all times. Balance on one leg, and then let's bring that leg up and over in a circle, keeping the knee a little bit bent here. And I don't care what you do with these hands. As you're balancing, you might feel like that standing foot is like shaky, or like your foot's really working or your calf's really working. Switch to the other side. That is normal. That means those muscles are doing their job and they're helping us to balance and stay upright. So that's normal, that's okay if that's what you're feeling. Let's do 2 more of these, and then we'll go into those shoulder rotations. Bring your arms out to the side. We rotate one shoulder forward, one shoulder back, and then switch. Also, if you've started to notice that you have like upper back or neck pain, this is a really nice movement that you can actually do at your desk to help alleviate some of that tension. 3, 2, and 1. Hands on your hips. I will face forward for this one. Slight bend in the knee. I'm reaching my hips back behind me and then squeezing my butt and my hamstrings to stand up. I have my hands on my hips. You can do whatever you would like with the arms on this one. Keep going. I'm just going to turn sideways so that you can see my back stays flat, and I keep reaching those hips behind me as opposed to bending the knees. This is also a great lower body strengthener move if you have knee pain or if you have trouble bending your knees. Okay, here we go. Knee up and overs. We lift up, we follow over that hurdle. I'm trying to get the knee up as high as I can. Do what's comfortable for you with your imaginary hurdle. This is again another great balance exercise. It's also really nice to get our hips moving side to side. That's not always a movement that we do on a day-to-day basis. Ooh, that was a good hip hop. Bonus for me. Last one, plant that foot. You can put one hand on your side to support your weight. Reach over into a side bend and then switch to the other side. I'm noticing that things are feeling a lot looser on this side bend during our second round. Body's warmed up just a little bit. Joints are moving well. Remember, motion is lotion. If you are feeling like joints aren't moving quite as well as they used to, maybe you need a little bit more motion in your life. Of course, check with your doctor and your healthcare team before that, but often they'll say the same thing. Let's do one more. Now, option here to do your calf raises. I know a lot of people who are going through menopause have foot stuff, have plantar fasciitis, so take care of yourself. But if you want to join me in jumps, let's go ahead and start now. Low impact jumps. Creating that impact on your bones helps those bones. It sends them a signal to repair, to replenish, and that helps us to maintain bone density. Also, sometimes you run into your backdrop, no big deal. 3, 2, and 1. That's it, we did it. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any comments, things that you'd like to see in these workouts, or questions about training through menopause, please let me know. Like this video if it was helpful to you, subscribe to my channel. I've got more workouts on there just like this. I'm Coach Natalie Carey. Thank you for being excellent to yourself today.